Hello and good evening, our beloved viewers. You are watching on Live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. The President of the Republic participated in a virtual meeting dedicated to Ebola epidemic. Djibouti celebrated the start of the year 1448, the Hijra. And on the international scene, Donald Trump promised to reopen the Strait of Hormuz free of a charge, while Tehran claims. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, participated in a virtual meeting concerning the Ebola epidemic. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, participated this Tuesday afternoon in a high-level virtual meeting of African head of state and government dedicated to the Ebola virus disease epidemic. Officially declared a Mount Ego in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the epidemic is causing serious concern due to its spread, which is considered faster than the response capacity currently deployed on the ground. The meeting provided an opportunity to review the update the situation in the DRC and Uganda, where cases have also been reported. According to the latest official data, the DRC has 695 confirmed cases, including 138 deaths, while Uganda has recorded 19 confirmed cases, including 2 deaths. African leaders also discussed measures to strengthen the fight against the disease, particularly in the eastern DRC, in the province of Kivu, North Kivu and South Kivu. The discussion will also focus on strengthening testing, contact tracing, and epidemiological surveillance, as well as a need to enhance regional cooperation in the face of access challenges in certain conflict-affected areas. And now concerning the President of the Republic extend the best wishes to citizens on the occasion of the Islamic year 1448, on the occasion of the advent of the Islamic New Year 1448. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, extend his best wishes for well-being, health, progress, and success to all his fellow citizens, as well as the Muslim people around the world. The head of state express the hope that this Islamic New Year will bring significant opportunities leading to greater peace, development, and prosperity for our country and for all brotherly countries. The President of the Republic also took the opportunity to recall the historical and spiritual significance of the Hijra, emphasizing its timeless role as a source of inspiration in leadership, commitment, and responsibility. Concluding his message, the President of the Republic expressed his wish that the new year will bring stability, progress, and hope to all the nation, and pray that God may protect our country and our people. Indeed, Djibouti celebrates the Islamic New Year 1448 like the rest of the world. Like the rest of the Muslims world, the Republic of Djibouti celebrates on Tuesday the arrival of the Islamic New Year 1448, a date deeply rooted in Islamic tradition that calls the spiritual and human values of noble heritage. The Hijra of the Prophet, may peace and blessing be upon him. This commemoration marks the remembrance of a defining event in Islamic history, on one that represents a decisive turning point in the Prophet's mission and in this establishment of the first Muslim community. On this occasion, Public and private institutions and administration across the country observe a public holiday in honor of this blessed day, symbolizing faith, sacrifice, patience, and perseverance. The Hijra occupies a special place in the collective memory of Muslims beyond the migration of the Prophet, peace be and blessing be upon him, and his companion from Mecca to Medina. It represents the beginning of a new stage in the building of Muslim society founded on the values of brotherhood, solidarity, justice, and trust in God. Speaking on this occasion, Sheikh Jama' Usleye, Imam of the mosque, recalled that Hijrah took place after 13 years of trials and endured by the Prophet and his companion, peace and blessing be upon him, in Mecca. He also emphasized that this period illustrates the determinations, patience, and courage demonstrated by the Prophet in preserving and conveying the message of Islam. And Djibouti welcomes a major diplomatic breakout in Gulf peace effort. The Republic of Djibouti has welcomed a major diplomatic breakthrough in effort to end tension in the Gulf following the announcement of a peace agreement between the United States and Iran. Detail in this report.
9th day of the U.S.-Israel war against Iran, U.S. President Donald Trump announced the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding with Tehran, stating that the agreement includes Iran's commitment never to acquire nuclear weapons and the partial reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. In a post of Truth Social, Trump stated that the United States will work toward the full reopening of the strait without imposing transit fees once the dominion and security operations are completed. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance indicated that the memorandum established a framework allowing Iran to receive economic and political benefits in exchange for fulfilling its commitment. In Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that he was uncertain about the details of the agreement reached between Washington and Tehran, while reaffirming Israel's commitment to maintain its presence in the safe zone in Lebanon. On the Iranian side, the army announced its support for any agreement that guarantees national interest, asserting that respecting the adversary commitment requires maintaining a position of restraint. The Iranian Foreign Ministry, for its part, emphasizing that the cessation of hostility on all fronts, including in Lebanon, is a fundamental and not a negotiable element of the memorandum.
Now, U.S. and Iran agreement toward a de-escalation after 109 days of conflict with the planned reopening of Strait of Hormuz and nuclear commitment. Detail in this report.
The G7 summit continues in France with a particular attention paid to the latest development related to the agreement reached between the United States and Iran, which has become a key topic of the discussion among the leaders of the major industrial power due to its potential consequences for security in the Middle East and global trade. G7 leaders are examining the implementation of the Memorandum of Understanding between Washington and Tehran, as well as the measures necessary to ensure the safe and sustainable reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, a strategic maritime message essential for the international trade. Discussions are also focusing on the possibility of establishing international mechanisms to strengthen maritime security, notably through a coordination among various naval forces to protect shipping traffic and reassure shipping companies and also global markets. Energy issues are also also a major focus of the discussion given the crucial role of the Strait of Hormuz in the global transport of oil and gas. Leaders are seeking to mitigate risk to supplies and preserve the stability of international markets. Diplomatically, several officials welcomed the rapprochement between Washington and Tehran, believing it could pave the way for reduced tension and new dynamic regional dialogue, while emphasizing the need for all parties to honor the commitment.
And as part of the effort to promote scientific and technological innovation in school, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training preside over the closing ceremony of the project exhibition competition on Monday, June 15 at Sunfield Middle School. The initiative brought together students from the 10 school affiliate with the Center of Djibouti High School and Hodden High School. Through their project, the young participants showcase innovative solution designed to address real-life challenges that they had identified and developed themselves. The two STEAM centers established with the support of the STEAM Power and Addis Ababa based on NGO and partner of the ministry in promoting science and technology education provide students with an environment that fosters experimentations, creativity, and the development of essential 21st century skills, drawing on their knowledge of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Participants proposed solutions in various fields, including the environment, energy, and security. The ceremony concluded with the announcements of the results, the presentation of awards to the winners, and the showcase of the project that won first place. The exhibition highlighted the potential of Djiboutian youth and represent an important step in strengthening the education and in the service of educational excellence and innovation in Djibouti. In his speech, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mahmoud, praised the quality of project present and the commitment demonstrated by the young participant. The minister also emphasized that the initiative reflects the ministry's determination to promote an education system centered on innovation, creativity, experimentation, and problem-solving skills. The minister also congratulated participant schools, supervising teacher, school administrator, and the general inspectorate for their contribution to the development of scientific and technological culture in school. In our health news, national polio vaccination campaign officially launched in Djibouti as part of its ongoing commitment to public health and child protection. The Ministry of Health has officially launched the national polio vaccination campaign, a major operation aimed at protecting all children under the age of 5 across the country. Scheduled to run until June 18, the campaign covers Djibouti City as well as the country's 5 interior regions. The official launch ceremony took place at the Abdullahi Ainan Polyclinic in Hayabley in the presence of health sector officials, technical and financial partners, and community stakeholders mobilized around this initiative. Among those attending were Mr. Ali Khairi, Director of Health Region, and the coordinator Daoud Ahmed, but also Hussein Yusuf, the UNICEF Health Center official, women leaders, community representative, and local elected officials from Hayabley district also participate, demonstrating the strong collective mobilization in support of children's health. Following the official speeches, a symbolic vaccination session marked the effective launch of the campaign, with the first children receiving the 2-drop of vaccine administered by the attending officials. Prior to the national rollout, community volunteers were deployed for 2 days across various neighborhoods to raise awareness among families through the outreach activities. In his intervention, the responsible of the health center is therefore calling on all parents and guardians to welcome vaccination team. Let's listen his statements.
Of polio vaccine campaign in Djibouti. I just need to highlight that our objective, the joint teams, WHO with UNICEF, with MOH, API teams, and also that we kick off in Hayable with Dr. Faiza and other colleagues, the company. Our target is to vaccine more than 155K children. This activity is not only in Djibouti, but all of the regions that we highlight. The WHO just to take thanks to Minister of Health that they accompanied to vaccine and prevent the infant. This infant that we need to protect and remote is our children, our family. Thanks. And I just need to that we understood one thing, that together we can end and eradicate polio.
Still on national news, the literary creativity of Djiboutian youth was celebrated during the fourth editions of the Young Writers Short Story Competition organized by the Djibouti branch of Francophone Press Union. The Regional Francophone Center for Africa of the international organization La Francophonie hosted the award ceremony on Monday, June 15. The competition is dedicated to discovering and promoting emerging literary talent. Among the 10 shortlist entries, first prizes was awarded to Khairia Moussa Bouha for her fantastic short story. The child of Tuwal, Asma Hassan Noor, won the second prize with her book, the Rahima Muhammad Said secured the third place with her story, Echo of Silence. Over the year, this competition has become a major event for young writing enthusiasts and a genuine platform for expression, helping to reveal the future talent of Djibouti's literary scene. In her speech, Director of Regional Center for the African Francophonie highlighted the importance of promoting the French language, creativity, and artistic expression among young people, while she reaffirmed the commitment of the International Organization for La Francophonie to culture and youth development. During the ceremony, Mr. Kennedy Ibrahim Hussein, president of UPF in Djibouti, praised the quality of the summit works and reaffirmed the organization's commitment to supporting the emergence of a new generation of Djiboutian writers. He also expressed his gratitude to the center, the director of Regional Center of the African Francophone, the French Institute of Djibouti, and the member of the jury for their support of this cultural initiative. And now moving on to the international scene, a magnitude of 6.7 earthquake strike Indonesia with a strong aftershock fell in several regions. A powerful earthquake struck Indonesia. Detail in this report.
The 6.7 earthquake struck Indonesia with strong aftershocks fell in several areas. A powerful magnitude 6.7 earthquake struck parts of Indonesia, causing strong tremors fell in several areas of the country and raising concern among residents. According to the initial report, the main shock lasted more than a minute, resulting in particularly intense shaking that prompted many residents to isolate, leave their homes and buildings as a precaution. The earthquake was followed by several significant aftershocks, some of which were also strongly felt in the affected area, complicating the excitement operation carried out by local authorities. At this stage, no official figures regarding potential damage or casualty have been released. Rescue team and disaster management service are continue their inspection to assess the extent of the damage and verify the situation in the most vulnerable area.
And to finish this edition with a series of draws marks the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt and Spain settle for 1 point. Detail with our colleague Hinda Ibrahim.
A string of draws marks the 2026 World Cup. Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt and Spain settled for a single point. The 2000 World Cup saw a day of evenly matched feature with the last 4 games all ending in draws, highlighting the high level of competition among the participating teams. In Group G, Iran and New Zealand played to a 2-2 draw in a trailing encounter full of twists and turns and chances for both sides. In the same group, Egypt and Belgium shared the point after a 1-1 draw, keeping their hopes of advancing to the next round alive. In Group H, Saudi Arabia secured a valuable 1-1 draw against Uruguay, while Spain and Cape Verde played to a goalless draw despite several attacking attempts, all a part of the group stage.
This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.